Have you ever felt your mind in chains, as if the world demands? Bow down, obey, erase yourself. How many times have you silenced your voice to please others? How many times have you swallowed your anger, your truth, to avoid conflict? Think about it. Every time you hold back, you surrender a piece of your freedom. What if the only prison is inside your head? Nietzsche, the philosopher who defied gods and men, knew this. He saw humanity cowering, trapped by fragile beliefs, settling for a mediocre life. But he also saw the fire of mental sovereignty, the conquest of an unbreakable mind. That sovereignty isn't a gift. It's a battle, a grueling path, forged in chaos, where you face your fears, your doubts, your inner shackles. I was once a prisoner, crushed by the weight of others' expectations, until I chose to break free. My mind, once a cage, became a throne. Nietzsche calls you now. Rebuild your fortress. Are you ready to walk this path? Or will you remain a slave to the voices that control you, the rules that choke you, the idols that diminish you? Choose now, Nietzsche said. That which does not kill me makes me stronger. But look around. Society sells you a cruel lie. Weakness is a virtue. Be humble, they say. Accept your limits. Don't question. Don't fight. Stay small. That's the chain that binds you, the story that keeps you crawling. They want you to believe your mind is fragile, unable to resist, unable to create. But that's a sham. Your mind isn't a brittle toy. It's a furnace, a dormant volcano, ready to erupt with raw power and burn through any obstacle. So why have you doused that fire? Why have you bowed to fear, to the voices that say you're not enough? Every time you accepted less, you gave away your sovereignty. Every time you swallowed your rage, you strengthened the bars of your prison. Your mind is a castle, vast, towering, built to withstand storms. But invaders' fear, doubt, conformity have torn down its walls. They got in because you let them. You left the gates open, buying the lie that you're weak. Nietzsche stares at you now, eyes blazing, and asks, why did you surrender? Why choose to be a servant when you could be a king? Weakness isn't your nature, it's a choice. A choice you can undo. Rebuild your castle, strengthen its walls. Not tomorrow, not when it's easier. Now, take every fallen stone, every fear, every failure, and use them to build a throne in the chaos. You're not weak, you're a sleeping titan. Wake up, claim your sovereignty, or keep crawling while the world laughs at your defeat. What's your choice? Nietzsche spoke of the will to power. It's not about crushing others, as the weak imagine. It's about mastering yourself. It's the flame burning deep in your soul, the strength that makes you say no to what diminishes you, what poisons you, what reduces you to ashes. Mental sovereignty starts here, in the courage to live by your own law, even if the world hates you for it. Think. How many times have you bent to fit in? How many times have you traded your truth for a nod of approval? Every compromise betrays who you could be. I know what it's like. I've knelt before others' expectations, choking down my anger, shaping myself into the good guy everyone wanted. My chest burned, but I smiled, until one day I said, enough. I broke the chains. I chose my truth, not theirs. My mind, once a shadow, became a fortress, unshakable, mine. It wasn't easy. I lost friends, comfort, security. But I gained something greater, myself. Your mind is a mountain, like the Rockies standing tall. Cold winds, fear, doubt, pressure try to knock you down. But you can rise, solid, unbreakable, above the storms. Nietzsche asks, why do you still shrink? What stops you from being the master of your fate? The will to power doesn't wait for permission. It demands you act, cut the ties that bind you, live by your own flame. Saying no to what diminishes you is the first step. How many times have you let fear speak louder? How many times have you chosen comfort over freedom? That flame is in you, but you've smothered it. Ignite it. Be the mountain, be the fortress. Or keep dragging yourself, begging for approval, while your soul withers. What will you choose? Nietzsche roared. Smash the idols. He wasn't talking about statues, but the blind beliefs you carry like chains. The illusion that you need everyone's love, the myth that security trumps freedom, the lie that you must conform to be good. These are the idols that enslave you, the dogmas you've accepted. Without question, they whisper, don't dare, don't dream, don't be, and you obey. Why? Because it's easier to bow than to face the void of forging your own values. Look at Nietzsche. He was mocked, called insane, shunned for challenging the sacred truths of his time. But he chose sovereignty. He took a hammer and shattered the idols, religion, morality, conventions, because he knew only then could he be free. He paid the price: loneliness, scorn, exile, but he won his mind. Those idols are parasites, leeching the strength from your soul. They live in your mind, feeding on your courage, your boldness. Every time you stay silent to be liked, they grow. Every time you trade freedom for comfort, their grip tightens. Nietzsche challenges you. Grab the hammer, crush those parasites. Say, I create my values. It's terrifying, yes. Without idols, you face the abyss of freedom, where there are no ready-made rules, just you and your choices. But that's where sovereignty begins. How many times have you bowed to those idols? How many times have you let them define you? Your mind is a battlefield. The parasites are winning because you feed them. Stop. Question. Destroy. Or stay on your knees while they devour what's left of your soul. What will you see? Nietzsche warned. When you gaze into the abyss gazes back. Mental sovereignty isn't just breaking outer chains. It's confronting what's inside you, your fears, your doubts, the desires you've buried for fear of failure. That's the abyss, dark, deep, terrifying. But it's also where you find the strength to become the overman, the one who doesn't follow others' laws but crafts their own. I know that abyss. I've been there. Lost. My mind screaming I wasn't enough. Fear paralyzed me. Fear of rejection, of failure, of being myself. But then I realized, running only made me smaller. I faced the darkness. I questioned every doubt, every shadow, and I found my compass, my will to live for myself. It wasn't easy, but climbing out of the abyss changed me. Life is chaos, an endless storm. The abyss is the eye of that storm. You can run, hide, or dance in the center, where chaos becomes your strength. The overman dances. He embraces fear, shapes chaos into his own law. Nietzsche asks, why do you flee the abyss? How many times have you let your shadows define you? Your mind is bigger than your fears, but you must face them. Saying yes to the abyss is saying yes to yourself. Will you confront that darkness? Or will you cower, letting chaos swallow you? Choose to be the overman. Dance. Create. Live. Mental sovereignty isn't a finish line. It's a choice you make every day. Every time you say no to fear, Every time you stand by your truth, you claim a piece of your kingdom. Your mind is a castle, a throne forged in the chaos of life. But no one will crown you. The world prefers servants, not kings. Nietzsche showed you the path. Smash the idols, face the abyss, ignite your will to power. Now, the crown is in your hands. Take it. Rise above the voices that diminish you, the fears that chain you. You're not weak. You're not small. You're the master of your mind, or you can be if you choose. But the choice is yours, and yours alone. So, what will you do? Sit on the throne of your mind, sovereign and unbreakable, or keep bowing, letting others rule in your place? Decide. If this video sparked your fire, smash that like button, comment, "I am sovereign," or share. When did you face your abyss? Subscribe, hit the bell. Don't be a slave to the algorithm. Nietzsche would say, "Man is something to be surpassed." Surpass yourself. Or, keep crawling. The world loves its subjects.